The day has finally arrived. Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku is coming to Dokkan. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We have another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. It's finally happened. We have the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming to Dokkan Battle. Those of you who tuned in to the special 10th anniversary live stream, got yourself a special treat with the first-hand look at the Daima Goku. So we were able to watch the stream, but unfortunately I was not able to react in the moment to that. So we're catching here. We're going to do a quick overview of everything that was in the stream related to the upcoming Daima celebration here on the 29th. So let's start with the animations for the unit before we do our full breakdown here. So we're gonna take a look at the video. You guys can adjust your headphones, do whatever you need to do, adjust that volume, and let's go ahead and let's give it a watch here. So we'll adjust the volume here and let's do it. Okay, so we have the banner unit Piccolo here. All right, this was, if you guys did see the live stream, this was there. Ooh, I like that OST. Look at that. That is his entrance animation, by the way. Oh, look at that. That is so clean. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. That's right. He has a counter. I forgot about that. They showed that in the video. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's the active skill. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. And we get the KO screen. Look at that. All right. So, yeah, the animations look pretty darn clean, if you do ask me. Very, very happy with the way they handled those animations. Looks one-to-one right out of the Daima anime. So, awesome job there. So, let's go ahead and let's jump into our unit breakdown. We're going to talk about the Daima Goku first, and then we'll hop into the Piccolo. So, Daima Goku leads Demonic Power Pure Saiyans for Ki 3, HP 200%, and Attack and Defense 170, with an additional 50% for Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, and Bond of Parent-Child. Quite the hefty leader skill here. He has an entrance animation that can be activated when there's another Demonic Power ally on the team, or when there are 5 or more Superclass allies on the team. He gets, once only, it will proc a infinite attack defense 150% and launches an additional super attack. He guards all attacks for 5 turns, once only. Basic effects include Ki 2, attack defense 250%, and chance performing a critical hit, and chance of evading enemies' attack and damage reduction 44%. When activating the active skill, or when attacking with 12 or more ki, gets an additional attack defense 200%, Demonic Power or Dragon Ball Seekers category allies 40% attack and defense 20% for 2 turns. I love that. The 2-turn support there. And starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, he gets attack 300%, attack 200%, and performs a critical hit once only when activating the active skill or when attacking with 12 or more keys. So on that 4th turn, you have a choice. You either activate the active skill and get the 200% bonus, or you attack with 12 key and get the bonus, right? So I suppose if you didn't want to activate that, you just get your 11 key and bank on the additionals. That's the way I see see not activating that right away. I really don't know how else you don't do that. But I don't even know if that's possible. The way TURs work nowadays, it's usually impossible to not get the 12 key. Now, when receiving a Ki Blast super attack, he has a 70% chance of nullifying and countering with tremendous power. Once only, he has a guaranteed nullification. So pretty darn good. He looks to be quite the offensive character, and in the live stream, they did show off a little bit of his power. And for turn 4, he's looking like a pretty monstrous card. I think they showed him at 69% in that video, so it was looking really good. And he wasn't even all that juiced up either, so very, very excited to see how this guy plays out. Once we have him in game. So looking good so far. His active skill can be activated starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, and that's pretty much it. It raises his attack temporarily, and causes ultimate damage. Nothing special there. On his super attack, he is raising attack and defense for 4 turns, though. So he has a little bit of a stack going on there, helping in the medium to long fights. But he definitely seems like he's more of a short event type character, right? You basically plan on utilizing his active skill on his, on turn 4. So he can, do his... basically just annihilate the enemy. So looking great. I really, really like him. I'm curious to see how he fares without this guard for 5 turns, if the 44% is enough post-super for him. We'll have to see. It probably will be, but I am curious to see how that plays out. But all in all, he looks pretty good. And in fact, that is kind of confirmed here by the calcs we got here. So shout out to Aniket in Discord, and one of our longtime members of the channel. So he did go ahead and do the 55% calcs. This is assuming he has Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speeds, and Roar active, which are pretty standard links for the team you'd be running him on. Pre-super defense with guard and 44% damage reduction. He's looking at about 296k defense. Post-super, all right, with 2 stacks, right? So this is the active with 2 stacks. Or post-super or active, right? Because the active would count as proccing that. Yeah, okay, I got it. 1.8 million. Not bad. All right. Post-super with 2 stacks with the other Daima Goku's 2-turn support up. He's roughly 2 million with the support, and so that's pretty good. That's really good, actually. And that's not even factoring, the possibility you could have, like, Glorio on the team too. Well, actually, is Glorio on his lead? Let's go back to that lead real quick. Is Glorio on his lead? I think he is. He should be, right? That would be silly for him not to be. Yeah, Demonic Power. Yeah. So Glorio's on the lead there. So, I mean, you could have Glorio and boost this even further. All right, but that's still pretty good. 2 million defense, basically, on his 2nd appearance. That's pretty good. Pre-super with 2 stacks, you're looking at about a 700k. Post-super with 4 stacks, so this is on his 3rd appearance, 3 million, and this is assuming Daima Goku support, right? Then 4 stacks with AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku on rotation. He's looking at 30, is that right? 34 million? That's, oh no, 3.4 million. Oh, that decimal really messed me up. 3.4 million. And this would be essentially the last turn of his guard with 44% damage reduction. So that's going to be pretty good. Some supers might be a little wary for him, but most of the major supers in this game right now are all Ki Blast supers. So, I mean, it's not even that bad. All right, post-super, 4 stacks. Daima Goku for support, 3.46 million. I'm not sure what the difference is. Oh, well, if you have his support. Right, so he's not attacking first, right? You just have his support up, right? Okay, got it. Okay, so... Oh, and with the SA support from... Got it. All right, so this one is without it, and this one is with the SA support. So 3.46, so not too much of a difference there. So pretty good, and this is 55% calcs, mind you, right? So all of this with guard and 44% damage reduction. Looking pretty good. Offensively, right, we have some offensive stacks here for him. So he's looking at about... Oh, no, that's the defense. Oh, today? Okay, hang on. All right, we found it. So looking at the attack stats here, pretty good. So for turn one with one super attack, right? First super attack looking at about 18 million, 19 million on the second, right? By the time he gets 3 stacks and his full passive active, so that turn 4, right? 51 million he jumps up to with 4 full stacks, 53 million. And then after his so basically that turn 4 that we're talking about, right? When he's fully built up, he's got 53 million plus whatever the active skill damage is. And then super attack with 3 stacks, looking at 33 million and 35 million. And then of course this is after you lose that extra 200%, right? Because that only lasts for 1 turn. So honestly, pretty good. Like I said, very, very short event burst type character, which it kind of fits. I mean, everybody's really clamoring to the special battle stage, so he's gonna fit right in those fights there. So pretty good. Liking what I'm seeing so far. So let's take a look at the Piccolo now. Now I actually like the Piccolo because he is a great support unit. This Piccolo is doing a lot to help the Goku out, right? So he's got attack defense 200%, high chance of evading enemies' attack, launches an additional super attack, gives Dragon Ball Seekers or Demonic Power key 2 and 50% attack and defense, along with an additional 20 for characters who are also super class. So essentially 70% support for the Goku. When then there's another Seekers or Demonic Power ally attacking the same turn, he's at 150% attack defense, guard, and chance for a critical hit and evading enemies attack 70%. Per Seekers or Demonic Power ally attacking in the same turn, he gets 100% attack and defense, and all allies chance for a critical hit 77%. For 1 turn from his entry turn, he has an extra 20% chance to evade, and starting from the second turn he has a chance of evading enemies attack 30% as the 3rd attacker. So right, once you move him there, you can and this is once only, but you can float him off and have a little extra protection there. So very, very nice, great support unit for the Goku. He's not doing too much other than that, right? A normal raise on defense, on his super attack, no active skill, nothing like that. Like pretty standard banner unit stuff. Really, really good support. He's going to be tanking just about everything thrown at him here. In fact, I don't have any major, I don't have any calcs for him at the moment, but right, we're looking at, you know, easily over 2 million defense at 55% with this setup here. So pretty good. So all in all, I'm liking both the Goku and the Piccolo. They're long awaited units from Daima. We've been waiting for Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and he is looking quite good. So really, really excited there. Now, this is a little bit of what his leader skill looks like, right? Remember, his leader skill is Demonic Power, Pure Saiyans, Seekers, and Time Travelers, and Bond Parent Child for the sub leads. And, you know, honestly, I mean, this, like, Pure Saiyans itself is already a crazy thing. And then you add in Demonic Power, which ended up actually being a really good category. Like, this is an insane category to look at, all things considered. So one last thing I did want to talk about is who could possibly EZA. They didn't really talk about who the EZA is, but since this celebration is really focused around Daima, I'm a little curious on how they're going to do this, right? Because, right, like Demonic Power, there's almost no one who could EZA for the Demonic Power, so curious where they're going to lean into here, right? Pretty much unless we start tapping into sub EZAs, right, then there isn't much who could EZA here that would really, really help him out. Pure Saiyans, right, there's stuff to work with. There's not stuff to work with that would make sense for Daima Goku's team, so that's also a tough one. I'm almost curious here if the EZA for the celebration is just going to end up being the crossover EZAs, right, that they just get boxed in as a double EZA, or possibly like a you know, batch EZA. more than likely, because it would actually make sense. Pretty much the main characters who are going to EZA on this are all on his lead, right? Both of these two are on demonic power. Gohan's on demonic power, and then these guys are all pure Saiyans, and then they're all on time travelers, right? So they're all on his lead. So this could be interesting if it ends up working out. Hearts 2 is going to EZA too, which is really, really good. So honestly, pretty good. I think this is likely, like, they're just going to tie in the crossover EZAs because I don't really see who else they could do. Right? Like, even looking at their lead, right? Most of these units are all either new or already EZA'd. Outside of some sub EZAs, so we'll have to see what they do. But either way, I'm excited. There's a lot coming with this celebration, right? We're going to get a new Pansy and Glorio free-to-play unit from the new Diamond Story event. So that'll be really cool. And so we'll be able to exchange for them in the treasure shop. And then, of course, the big announcement, right, for you big grinders out there, they have increased the level, or they will be increasing the level cap to 2,000. So really, really excited there. So, guys, that is it for our video. Diamond Goku is on his way in just a few days. It's currently the 25th as of me recording this video, and it will be very, very soon on the 29th that he will be released in game. Actually, it'll probably be the 28th my time based on how they've normally been releasing things. So really, really excited there. So guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know. All right, how excited are you for Daima Goku? What do you think of what you saw here and what you've read about him so far? Let us know in the comments down below. I think he's great. I think any more Super Saiyan 4s we can get to build that giant 8 power team is always fun for me, so happy about that. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.